Hello, hello, hello. I believe we are live. I will not see any messages if you send them just yet. I'm getting the chat pulled up. 1 second. If you are here, I will not see your chats yet. I will not see your chat yet. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. 1 moment. Pull up my own stream. Please go to the stream. Let's go to mod view, and here we are. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Let me see if I can hear myself. Looks good to me. We are about to get started. I am gonna put this up for a second. Bonk. And I'm gonna go advertise to a couple of people that the stream is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's I always forget I got 2000 BMC as my name on Twitch since my YouTube is the. I always forget I got 2000 BMC as my name on Twitch since my YouTube. Let's go to General Forkery. Ming Ram War. Weapon programming. There we go. I do not care about that. And we're about to get started. I'll throw this over in. Where did I ever talk about? One of these chats over here they always talk about. Oh, I did not mean to join that. Just about done with that. I'll close Discord, grab this. Alright. It is time for Ram War weapon development. There's about no one on here, but I might as well start streaming because I need to start getting people to follow. And and I'll also have everything recorded. I didn't even start recording yet. Let me turn off the screen blocker and hit record so we're actually recording video. All right. Here we are. All right. Let me actually. One more thing is to go send out one more link. Copy that text. Come over here. General talking of bit of raycasting in Unity. All right. Paste that. Cool. All right. Welcome. It looks like it's only myself so far. And that, what I'm assuming is a bot that is that. Never heard that person talk, and they've been here about constantly, so I don't know what they are. Alright. Let's do some. Alright, I appreciate it, thank you. Who, I don't, do I know you, Gildemar? You can correct me if that's not how you say it. I recognize that name, but for some reason I can't remember exactly who that is. But welcome, thank you for being here. Yes, that is you. Thank you. Okay, hello. At least there's one person, so that makes me happy. You don't have to stick around long. Yes, thank you for also being proud. Welcome to Ranmore Unity. I think you haven't seen much of Ranmore Unity, have you? But this is shotgun I'm just messing around with real quick. I know this is something exclusive development. Yeah. Okay, cool. I wanted to show this off live, because I did it the other night and didn't get to stream it, and I'm upset that you didn't get my original reaction, but I wanted it on stream as well. Just I'll show it off on stream, and then I'll put it into, I'm going to be working on game dev logs. Yes, of course. There also is Rocket Jump, it's just turned off right now. But the funniest thing happened the other night. Let me show you, because it's just the greatest thing. If I go back to this and turn on the old version, as well as I can just show you the busted version of both these weapons. They're pretty funny. So, right, no wait, that's not even where you changed that. Right here. So I have, yes. I will start doing devlogs because I want, I want to do it, and I also think people will find it possibly interesting. But this is what happened the other night. So I started getting new versions, basic versions of all the weapons to work, right? I already have shotgun, it shoots straight and it kills, you know, whatever, it's the ray tracing. And then I also have rail rifle, which is longer range, but only single bullet and takes 4 hits to kill, so 1, 2, 3, 4, missed 4. So those two are working, so I decided to add more. So the first one I added after that was biped. So I'll select, this is weapon selection right here. So I got biped, and I was like, alright, I'm just gonna spawn a biped. So I thought it would work fine, and I looked at the ground, and I right-clicked to spawn a biped, and I went, you know, huh. There's no biped. That circle shows where I hit, but there's no biped, and I was like, why is it not working? And I was just trying to figure out why it wasn't working. And then I found it. Yeah. That's the biped. Turns out that it wasn't, that hit, my variable hit, isn't where I hit, it's the object that I hit. So when I tried to steal the transform of the hit, which transform includes location, rotation, and scale, it's spawning bipeds with the transform of whatever you click on. And it's kind of fantastic. Yeah, this is a biped. Yeah, I honestly was sincerely terrified when I was here and I turned left and there was just this menacing biped in the distance. So, yeah, it scared me, I'm not gonna lie. But then you also have Bad Bubble, which I was trying to just make default Minecraft item throwing. Oh, speaking of which, if I want default Minecraft item throwing, that won't be it. So I had gravity on for the bubble bomb. Use gravity. So I was just like, alright, that's easy enough. I'll just have it, you know, sorry that you had to go through that alone. Yes, I managed, but it would have been nice if there was people. But, so, whatchamacallit, bubble, I was just like, I'll just, you know, take the direction I'm looking, summon a bubble, and then just have it drop to the floor. So I went to shoot a bubble and went, pew. I was like, what? And, they don't go forwards. They only go up. It's because they're colliding with my body and I forgot that was a thing. So, that's Bubble Bomb. It's great. If you turn off gravity and leave the collision on, it's also pretty great too. Right here. They just... Oh, I don't have bubble. They just kind of vibe away. Forever. And it's okay. But I have a temporary fix. It's not great. I need to do a lot of work. This was just me literally working for like 30 minutes the other night. Yeah. So now I have selected. Now bubbles float. They don't have that like default rotation, but I'll mess with that's more visual. I'll deal with that later. But now bubbles exist. They don't do any damage or anything, but just going around. Yes. That. Yes. Oh, but these also still go to space though. They don't stop. It's funny. I remember shooting a bunch of them and then just kind of forgetting about them and coming back, and there was just black dots in the sky still, and they got so far away I couldn't tell what they were. And then I realized they were just bubbles. Yes, of course, Jenna. Oh, but if I fix yeah, that's what I meant by the bubbles. The sky just turns black with bubbles, and I love it. But biped was an easy fix. Let's just bring back actual biped. They're like ants. Yes, they are. So here's biped. Ta-da! It now places bipeds wherever you look. They don't, there's no block system, like grid system yet, so they kind of spawn literally exactly wherever you look. Which is why my favorite new system is, I have a new version of biped jumping, just like in game. You just come over to a wall and then you just... This is the new way to scale walls. Oh my... Okay, I've never had a biped launch me that violently. There we go. And now we can climb the wall. New biped jumps. I've tried making this jump before with a biped, but they're too tall to land that, so. There we go. So. This is what I spend a lot of feature, I'd agree. Except actual biped jumping is way better. Oh gosh, I stuck inside. Let me, oh, okay, we're out, okay. I thought I was stuck. The game runs pretty well, though. It hasn't had any problem with all my bipeds. Despite, they're just low poly models. Yeah, I kind of deserve getting stuck there. So, yeah. So basically, we can literally just start on the next weapon now. Oh, wow, what the heck? 6 viewers. I wasn't expecting that at all. Refreshing to see who's actually here. I don't know why it doesn't ever update who's in the chat until I, like, refresh. So, I don't know if I'll ever miss messages doing that, but I'm hoping no one else sent a message. If you sent a message after that last message I read from Gildemeyer, then I missed it. But thanks to everyone who's here. Yeah, next weapon time. Which weapon's next? Oh, Scythe is... I'm pretty sure Scythe is done. Wait, I think Scythe is done because I literally just have it increase your melee damage when you select it. If I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, Scythe is done. There we go. There's Scythe. Scythe just has melee. Its left click kills instantly, which is all that Scythe needs. So, I'm here for programming. Welcome. Thank you for joining me for programming, Ethan. Hey, also welcome, Adam. 9. It says 9 now. Goodness gracious, I love this. Okay, so then I guess I'll have a audience poll, I guess. We'll see what people are interested in. So we have a working version of shotgun. Well, while I'm talking, I'll be showing this off. Here's the working version of shotgun. It shoots straight and kills. The blue things are, they're called sheep in the code, but they're essentially just representative of players. But there's working shotgun, there's working, that's team selection. Working rail rifle, which is long range but takes 4 hits to kill. So I have those two, the base version of them working. Shotgun, you saw, anybody who didn't see it, basic biped is working now. You can spawn bipeds wherever. And then basic bubble is working where it just spawns a floating block. The only ones left now are chain, which I guess chain is just slapping together a chain model. I'm gonna need a timer. Yeah, so it's really not much to do with chain. Let's see. Bow is the one I need to add a projectile to. Scythe is done for right now. Bubble, shotgun, chain, rail, Gilsing. Gilsing's the other one, and then biped. So I guess vote. What projectile are we making next? Gilsing or bow? I'm down. Can you add Roblox spawner texture to those weapon platforms? No, I will not. I'm sorry, Prismly. So I don't know what you want from Gilsing, Jenna, but so what I guess I don't know how to do polls. I'm not gonna try to figure it out. So, you should though. Wait, no, I shouldn't. So which weapon, bow or Gilsing? Just saying, chat. First one I see, like molten enough of, I'll do it. Which probably means like 2 people are gonna respond, and it'll probably just be up to whoever bothers to say it. I'm literally just making a bow or a Gilsing projectile, which is probably gonna end up being essentially the same thing in the end. So poll. I don't know how to do. Let's try. Okay. Well, it's not in the mod chat. I see one for Gilsing. I don't know how to do polls. I'll check here. It probably isn't here. No, it's not. Oh, Jasmine's here too. Welcome. Bow. Wait, what? Didn't you already say Gilsing? Oh, wait. That's Gilsing from her. Gilsing from... P-poll. I'll try that. Ah, yes. That worked great. We can do Gilsing then. It'd be kind of funny leave bow, the first weapon, till last. I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, we'll do Gilsing next. Okay, so this is where you get to see my really cool code. So this is my weapon script. Right here we have an enum, which most of y'all probably have no idea what that is. Enums are the coolest freaking thing. Let me tell you about enums. So enums are basically a custom variable type. You get to name it, and then you get to pick all the values it can be. That's literally what it is. So I made a variable, like instead of like an integer, which can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or like, you know, a string, which can be any word, an enum, a weapon type is a new variable type I've made, that the only types that an enum can be is none, bow, scythe, bubble, shotgun. Those are the only variables, those are the only values it can be, which I love. So now you'll see this is some default variables. You start out with no weapon. There's your melee damage, your melee knockback, which doesn't do anything yet, your ammo and all that. I got some default variables in there. Ethan, don't you dare make fun of enums like that. They are not enums. They're amazing. Golly, don't... If you talk bad about enums again, I swear. So, basically... I don't know what that is, don't ask. Basically, you can... This is the set weapon. So whenever you set weapons, you can change your weapons here. This basically goes through all the different weapons and changes the variables about it. So this is, like, your range and your damage and all that. It's probably not there's probably some problems here because I probably need to reset all the variables firsthand, but yes, thank you, Adam, for e-funds. But then we get down to the fun code. Here's default melee, doesn't matter. But we have the primary fire. Primary fire here, whenever someone right-clicks, it will run the respective code per weapon. So if you have bubble, it'll use bubble. If you have shotgun, it'll use shotgun, you know, whatever. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. So here's primary fire shotgun. This is basically just what shoots the shotgun. That's just a lot of raycasting, which are those lines you're seeing that are telling you what you hit. There's a fight going on in chat. I appreciate that. But then we have the rail rifle and, you know, biped. So basically, what we're gonna do is steal Bubbles' code. We're gonna yoink that. Primary fire, Gilsing. Grab that name. We'll go back up to where it shoots each gun, which Gilsing's right here, and then we're just gonna primary fire Gilsing. The information you give it is the player, because that's just any information I need, and ta-da! There you go. Now the Gilsing will fire this code, which right now means Gilsing will currently fire a bubble. So basically, there. What we're gonna do is, make a new Gilsing prefab. What? Baby punching marathon. Can it punch a child? I don't know what Jenna's talking about. Okay, Ethan says, instead of doing switch statements for the fire method, assign a weapon class to the player, then have a fire method within the player that delegates to the fire method for the weapon, so you can just call fire on the player object instead. I don't see the difference. Bruh, you sent me a paragraph and then hit me an asterisk with weapon object. Unless that's a spelling error, I have no idea where that's supposed to go. I literally last night, I started watching a video on how to optimize Unity, and one thing I did hear a lot about was lowering the amount of method calls. I do know that has an effect on lag, but I don't understand it enough yet. So what change you're probably talking about is probably, it might be better and it might be easy to change to. I don't know exactly what you're saying, and it would require me researching stuff and probably talking to you about it a little bit more. I'm going to keep working until I have just basic versions of everything, because right now I need some motivation to work on this, which is seeing the weapons work is what I want to see. And a lot of this code will be reused. Even if that system gets changed, I want to be able to see this change. Gonna make a tier list. Wait, Jenna, I think she's making a tier list for what weapons can beat babies up best. That's what I got out of what's going on in chat. Feel free to do it, and then I'll send me your list, and then I will agree or disagree as to whether you've done it well. Ethan, I don't see a reason not to be using switch statements, so I'm gonna keep using them because they're cool. What? No, it is not Yandere Part 2. He used if statements. He used ifs with an ifs. Switches are beautiful. People were saying he should have used switches. That's what people were saying. Leave me alone. So, Gilsing, yada yada. Let's go make a Gilsing bomb. I literally have no idea what a Gilsing bomb is supposed to look like yet still. So I'm probably just, I could make it look like a sheep, but that's weird, because it's just outdated now. Empty. We're gonna put an empty object in the middle of here. Then we're gonna create a cube. Yeah, a cube. That is also, that's what, half the size? Yeah, that's fine. Half the size, and move that up 0.25. There's our main bomb. We'll duplicate that, and we'll scale that down to 0.1. And then we'll move that up here, and oh look, oh gosh, stop. There's actually there's our little bomb. Sure, I'm gonna act like I like it. don't know why I keep going through the floor. I don't know what this camera is where it keeps doing this. I don't know if I changed the setting, but it's annoying. I thought the whole point was they were supposed to look like sheep. It was a sheep sport. Sort of. I consider doing something like that. It's gonna be very stylistically. What she said is, she said it wasn't supposed to look like a sheep since the weapon was originally based off of a sheep chucking sport. I think that's definitely gonna be in the lore. And if the sheep has to do anything with the design of the bomb, it's going to be very stylistically done so, to the point where I'm not making a sheep right now. I'm making a bomb. Because time. I'm not doing art right now. Even if I made it look great right now, it'd get replaced. So, there's our bomb. Sang bomb. Cool. And now I can take that, drag that into here. We now have a Gilsing bomb prefab. I can delete that Gilsing bomb, and now whenever I just drag this out, ta-da, there's multiple Gilsing bombs. Alrighty. So now, I guess actually what I probably, since these are gonna end up using gravity anyways. Oh no. This is gonna take some thinking. So the bubbles have a rigid body, which means they're affected by gravity, which we're gonna want. Yeah, so let's give this thing a rigid body. It's affected by gravity. I can mess with its weight and stuff. The cubes currently do have colliders. But if we make those triggers, then they won't hit myself. Which also, I need to figure out, I do need to, if anybody, if specifically Beto's in the chat, where I go to change the layers or what I should Google to understand the layer differencing so that the thing doesn't collide with myself, let me know. But for right now, there's that. Oh, this is... No, they're not. Bubbles are not affected by gravity. They're specifically not. The Gilsing bombs are specifically are. That's the difference. Bubbles were affected by gravity, like earlier when I was testing. Here, wait, look. Bubbles, gravity. Here we go. What everyone wants to see. Bubble bomb, gravity. Here we go. Bubbles, that's, yeah, bubble bowler is what that's called. Here we go. Bubble. Oh. You can't, they don't even, they don't have collisions, so they just, let me, here. Bubbles. They don't go very far, because they're supposed to move slow. But numbers are to be dealt with later. So bubble is no longer affected by gravity, but the Gilsing bomb is. So the Gilsing bomb is affected by gravity, but it has no collisions. Cool, which means we can now come in here and we can load a Gilsing bomb. We take our camera's position. Yeah, it's set that. We'll change this name of recent bub to recent bomb. Bomb. And then we're going to multiply this by like 6. And I think that's all it takes. Okay. So, now if I select Gilsing, I should be able to launch those bombs in an arc, but it'll be like, well, that's biped. That's why I was like wondering why there was no bombs. Ta-da, Gilsing. Imagine Gilsing, but you can aim anywhere. That's what this currently is. And Gilsing's hard-coded angles and stuff like that will be under scrutiny as to whether or not you can do stuff. Probably not. There's definitely going to be restrictions on how Gilsing shoots in the full game. But I think one idea I was considering is where you can only shoot from like a downward angle like this. So you can aim anywhere below you, but I don't like that because then it goes back to being able to land any shot. I already have a pretty good balance for it coming in the ways. But there, Gilsing exists now. We have something to call Gilsing. Once I figure out how to get it to not collide with myself, then I can do better. So which are the bombs? So the bombs aren't copying my rotation. Yeah, they're just rotated normally. Which means next, what I can do is I can make bow next. Actually, no, for the sake of everything, I haven't done anything for chain, which means I'm gonna do chain next because I just want bow to be the last one to have been worked on at all. So let's just do that real quick. This is like half a second. I want an empty reset to the middle of the world that has a box on it that it looks like this. There's the sword. We duplicate that, move it up. We make it smaller. And there you have it. There's the chain blade. There's the chain post. In all its glory. And we can just take that, call it a chain post. Yoink that into prefabs. Now we got chain posts that get stuck into walls. Wait, what the heck? Question. Oh gosh. Also, yes, this is Gilsing nerf. This actually isn't Gilsing nerf. 7,383. Oh gosh, that's 73,838,929. It's actually Gilsing nerf. 73,838,930. Question: how are we ranking their abilities on how well they can individually punt the children, or on how well they would help the case of wanting to punt a child? I do not know what that means. Even slightly. I don't understand a lot of features, so odds are I will just bring talk. Jenna, if you share this with me, I will pull up the document on stream. I will pull it up once you get it shared to me. So you work on that. Now time to steal biped's code and make chain, but infinite posts is what I'm doing essentially. Just to say that bow was done last. Primary fire. It's not actually its primary fire, but it's gonna be called that temporarily because I don't care. Placed a chain post. Instantiate chain post at that location. Is that it? Is that all I have to do? I think. I think so. Okay, here we go. That should be chain posts in the game. Obviously, chain's actual primary... I left those in there. 5. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain. Why is that not working? Delete that, delete that. Chain post. Oh, because I bet y'all, someone probably figured it out. I know you're smart. Reason why it's not running is I didn't tell it to. Primary fire. Chain. There. No, I do not want my files. Thank you. And now we select chain. And there's a chain post. Ta-da. Ooh, chain post jumping. Gonna be pretty hype. That's a bad placement. No. Almost. There we go. Chain post hopping. I like it. I like this version. Honestly, I might actually add this version of chain. I think this version of chain is more balanced. I think it's unfair that people can snap your chain and you don't have another one. So you should be able to place them all around you, like you're like jailed in some old century. I like it. All right, so chain has been done officially before bow. So we have scythe with its increased melee that insta kills. This one has 3 times as much health. Bubble, which has its basic shoot. Shotgun, which has its really well executed shoot. Chain, which has its post placement. Rail, which has its long distance damage dealing. 3, 6, 7. Gilsang has its bomb lobbing. And then 8 has its biped placing. Alright, now to bow, which does nothing. Bogus to be done last. Stonehenge, but with chain. Yes, of course. That's my new map, actually. Thank you for the idea. Bow, we're just gonna steal Gilsang and change that slightly. Because bow is... but arrows are pretty much the same thing. Gilsang. Except it's just gonna have a lot more violent of a velocity. Down here. Oh wait, that's... No, that's not the right spot. Outside of that. Right. Yes. Cool. And then we change this to primary fire bow. Add that up here so I don't forget it again. Scythe doesn't have one because Scythe doesn't have one, before anyone asks. What are all the weapons again? I gotta make sure I have everything. If you just want the list of weapons, it's from 1 to 8. It's bow, scythe, bubble, shotgun, chain, rail rifle, Gilsang, and then biped. Jasmine, what are you listing? Control attack and scythe spin. If you're talking to Jenna, then that's fine. I thought you were. I did not know the relation if you were talking to me. Okay. I mean, it's 8 weapons. That's the easy way to tell, Jenna. So shot and arrow. This is just in the debug log, so I can tell if stuff's going on. Time to make a new model. This one's gonna be our arrow. And then we probably won't have to make a new model anytime soon. Create empty. Put that bad boy in the middle. Create a cube off of him. Reset that bad boy. Cube goes under that game object. And so which way is forward? I think it's blue. I'm gonna assume blue is forward. If it's not, this will be pretty interesting. Point 1.1. Spawn it. It should probably be in the middle of its coordinates anyways, so in the ground it goes. And then we'll duplicate that. Change its length to 0.2. And this to 0.12. And 1, 2. Then we can just come out here and move it to the end. Because this looks fantastic. Actually, no, just makes... There, you shoot drumsticks now. Like the food, sure. Alright. This is an arrow now. Arrow. Here it is. Here it is again. Delete. Delete. Alright. So now we just spawn an arrow. And we multiply this by like 20. Except what we're gonna do is also change its rotation based on its velocity. And I think that's actually really easy. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, except this is gonna have to be on a script on it. We're gonna have to make a new script for this. Come back, please. Please come back. Thank you. Scripts, weapons. We're gonna create a folder. Call this bow. Make a C# script. I saw plus analyze and put it in the Discord. Okay, thank you, Jenna. I guess I can just call this arrow. I'd say this has gone decently well. Can I please have that script? Thanks. Okay. Nothing to start. I guess I can do this, quite frankly, I can do this on updates. I can do this on updates since it's only visual, which means people's computers who run better would be able to see it better. So, it would literally just be this dot... I can't just change its rotation. I have to get this dot... Get component... like rigid body. And I know getting components isn't the best thing to constantly get them, but I will worry about that later. Dot transform dot this is gonna be interesting. Nope. We're asking the internet. I don't know how to change a prefab's rotation in Unity. Hey, I think they're doing the same thing. Is there an answer? No, thanks. Appreciate it. Of an instantiated prefab. Oh, can I just get a dot? I can just get a dot transform. I can? Oh, I can. Dot transform dot rotation. Oh, that was easy. Okay. Equals this dot. I'll be smart. I'll do the thing I think I'm supposed to do. Can I? No, I'm not gonna mess with that yet. Never mind. Get component. Rigid body. Dot. Well. Stealing code from myself. Oh, I forgot the parentheses. Dot velocity. That should be it, I believe, right? You know, leave me alone. Oh, it needs to be a quaternion. I don't fully understand what the quaternion is. A quaternion is like, I think it's a... What? It's a... It's a vector with 4... like, parameters. Okay, wait. So let's see, what did they ask for? The direction is depending on the y. If you want to rotate after initializing, you do this. Additionally, you need to change the second line of your code. Transform direction. What does that mean? This is interesting. I let's see if oh wait. Can I be a watch this work? So if I come in here, quaternion.identity is a quaternion where it's 0, 0, 0, 0. So if that's a vector like that, right? Hear me out. This thing's probably gonna be upset that I even tried this. But if I do this and I add them, will it let me? Inverted plus. I thought it might just add to like the first 3 slots. So let's just try Unity create new quaternion. Yeah, see, it's got W, X, Y, and Z. W. Don't modify. Wait. Do not directly modify quaternions. Don't modify this directly unless you know quaternions inside out. That's a very interesting thing to write there. Don't tell me what to do. Oh, no. Oh, set creates the rotation. Ooh, can I just do that? Interesting. So there might be smart ways to do this. Imagine that without just like deleting. Because essentially what I was going to do is just set W to 0. Because I think that's just like rotating the camera. Like if you were to turn your head like to the side, where like if you like start turning your head upside down, would be the direction that would be rotating that. So set look rotation. Can I just... What if I just, like... Set look rotation. This. Huh? Oh my god. Are you kidding? If I just figure this out, I'm gonna be so happy. Why are you upset? Oh. I think I'm out to figure this out. If this already worked. Whew. Play. Oh, so this arrow's gonna zoom most likely. So I don't even know if we'll be able to see it. Oh, ho. Oh no. Why did it happen again? I'm stuck too. Wait. I'm so... Is it massive or is it just really close to my camera? All I know is I'm stuck under it. Help. Oh. The answer is that it was just really small. Okay, so it's spawning them. Oh, and I'm stuck on the floor again. Back. Okay. Goodbye, cool world. Okay. There's no rigid body attached to arrow clone. Oh, there's no rigid body on them, you dingus. That's why they're not moving at all, first of all. Player... prefabs. No. Resources. Arrow. You need a rigid body. Which does get affected by gravity, and I don't care about your weight and stuff right now. And then these need to have is trigger and is trigger so you don't keep me from moving. Play. Alright, here we are. I gotta pick bow. And now... I mean, it doesn't rotate, but... Oh, it doesn't rotate because I didn't put the script on the object. So actually, so first of all, before I do that, this looks good, right? Give me bow. Cool. It probably needs to be a bit more powerful, but this will make it easier to see right now. So there's our basic version of bow. But if we actually put this on the thing like I said I would, or like I should have, weapons, bow. If I just drag this onto arrow. Now, need to select bow. Nah. Okay. No worries, no worries. This dot transform to rotation. Is it rotating its children as well? So I could just ask. That's definitely how arrows work. Thank you, Jenna. I am fully aware. So, arrow has the script arrow, and on update, this dot transform dot rotation, it sets its look. I actually don't even know what set look rotation is. I assume that meant set. What's rotation? From direction to. Rotation was specified forward and upwards directions. Yeah, I don't know what that means actually. Oh, rotates. Rotates a rotation from towards to. That's not English, but the name of it sounds better. What? Static methods. Okay, I don't know how to do this, and it's no reason to waste time. So, Unity, make a projectile rotate as moves. Answer that. What? No, that's not what I want at all. This. That. What? Oh, quaternion dot look direction. Transform dot direction. Equals. That's why it didn't work. Look direction bonk. Is that it? Do we have arrows that like look decent? Please? This will look sick if this works. Select both for the love of everything. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so cool. Ram war as it should be. Bow back to its original OP nature. Everybody asked for this, right? Bow with instant pullback. I do believe that is what everybody wanted. Also, is it a requirement to test every weapon by shooting it as fast as possible? Yes, it is an actual arrow, Jenna. It is. Can I shoot? Let's see if can I hit him? Ah, I missed. Ah, there we go. Headshot right there. Nice. Hit him. Bank. Hit you. Bop. Okay. So we have that. Also, I'm wondering. So these are just going down to the void, right? I want to see the void of arrows. Oh. No, I guess. Never mind. They're not. I don't know where they are. Cool. We did it. Alright, sounds good, Jenna. So, we have a working basic version of every weapon. We have something for each of them. Jenna, I will appreciate your meme. I'm very excited for it. They've probably... Yes, they've fallen too far. I'm sure they have. Now what? We have that, so, despite the fact that they don't get affected by ground, that's fine, because I need to do it... I'm very excited, Jenna. Don't tell me what I shouldn't be excited for. What I'm gonna... I guess I can make arrows hurt things. That'd be easy enough. Except for the fact... that... I guess what would proper order of operations be for stuff like this, where it's like, this arrow needs a hitbox, which shouldn't be based off of the model, probably, because the model is going to be more complicated later. I can add another cube called hitbox, and then use that, and I guess I can flat out remove the colliders. I flat out should remove the box colliders from the other parts, because they don't matter for this in particular. Yeah, they don't matter for this. So there's no box collider on that. There's no collider on that. We'll add to this, we'll add another empty called visuals. These go under here now, so I don't have to look at them anymore. And I can add a cube that does not have a mesh renderer, but does have a box collider that is a trigger. And we make this, then we add this to the arrow, which would be the thickness of the head, which was what? Or just, we can do 0.2 so it's easy to tell if you hit things. And then the length will be 1.2. Actually, no. We can just do that by eye. Oh, no. No. I don't want to be an... Okay. That looks good. Cool. That's our... We can call this our hitbox. That's our hitbox now. Blaine, does Chain Blade have knockback, and how many hits does it take to kill? Chain has no increased knockback. It takes 2 hits to kill when it's not snapped, and 1 when it's self-snapped. And that's with spam. Theoretically, it's possible to spam click so fast that it takes more hits, but theoretically, you should be able to spam click. But in practice and in the full game, it will take 2 hits. I think I already answered that, but it's delayed. Yes, it has normal knockback. It has normal knockback as any other weapon. So, if I have the box collider now on this, can I write code for the arrow that's like on collide? I believe on collision enter can be ran from the arrow, and it should refer to this hitbox. I am not sure, though. Unity hitbox child of object. Let's just scroll to the answer. Evidently, Google was not sufficient. What does that mean? In child's functions on collision. Okay, so this is essentially code that's written to say the child is going to collide. If it's colliding with the parent, it will return nothing. It won't do anything, but if it's anything else, it'll say it'll do something. And then if this is on the parent's code... Okay, so it looks like I have to put it on the, Oh my gosh, yes, the child, Jenna. Yes, the child. There are a lot of children in my code. Okay, so I think I have to do that. We'll try it. On collision enter. Collision other. We'll go steal from weapon code, which would be the shotgun. Actually, we'll steal from the railgun, because it's simpler. Shotgun. Where's rail? What it does is it says it tries to get its health component. Yeah, that looks good to me. Cool, we'll steal that. Okay, so if other dot transform dot get component. Do I have to dot transform? Yes, okay. I don't know what that's about. Oh, we got a bot in chat, or a scum bag in chat. Wanna become famous by followers and primes and viewers? Wait. Oh, it's not and, okay. Oh my gosh, a website! Wow, I love that! Goodbye from my channel. Oh, actually, I just gotta mute you. I'll take the free views if you ever come back. Let's see. Ban, timeout, report, how do I... Timeout for 10 minutes? I'd like to time out for longer. How do I... What are the options? Can I just, like, perma mute you? I don't know how to do that. And I guess you also get reported. Malicious links. Alright. Next. There you go. Attempt to scam people, yeah. Link for free follows. Submit report. Goodbye. Oh, it doesn't say it keeps them from watching, though. Alright. Take those free views, kill their freedom of speech. Hey. That's not freedom of speech, it's malicious. Is what it is. Because what are they going to do? Give me free subs? Yeah, that's not how that works. They're scamming me. That's me getting rid of them. They're blocking them and getting them reported as helping other small YouTubers and children and people who are not as knowledgeable. That's obviously childish. Especially since, you know, as you can see by the primes you copied and pasted from their message, they were specifically trying to filter out bots that also knew that they were doing stuff improperly. So, you know. Interesting that I guess the arrow's gonna have to have direct code. Cannot convert from double to float? What? Okay, then just put the number 20. Yeah, okay, so I thought. We're not drawing anything. Bode, blank, dealing. Actually, I can probably copy that. I should probably make a variable. That is a... What, double or float? Which one is this? What are you asking for there? Alright, I'm gonna assume double because I like the name double better. Equals 20. Primary damage. Put that back in here. And then There's no else because you can't miss in there. I think that should do damage from arrows. If the hitbox lines. Okay, it's type float. And this is not hit, but other. Cool. So I should... Yeah, we'll see if this does damage. No. Which actually, if I'm actually... Wait a second. Hitbox. Box Collider is trigger. Copy component. Arrow. Paste component is new. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. Arrow. I can just... I don't need a hit... I can just have the hitbox on the arrow. Is this the smartest way to do it? I'm gonna assume probably not. I'm not sure why it wouldn't be. But I don't know any better. Oh, whoops. There we go. Now it has a hitbox on the arrow, which means it should work fine. Coolio. Let's take a shot at some people. No, still no. Why is... so, okay, so this shot an arrow, but it's not saying anything else. On collision, enter. The arrow now has a... It does have a... It does have a trigger. I don't know what else you want from me. Debug. Let's just make sure it's even saying that, even notice that it's hitting something. Hit. So now it'll say hit whenever it hits something that... Yeah, it'll say if it hits something. I need to set it to start with bow default. Yeah, it's not recognizing anything. Now why would that be? I'm not sure. We'll take another 8 minutes or so to mess around with this. Well, we'll wrap this up at about 8:30, because I just wanted to do a quick little stream. It's been about an hour and a half. How long has it been? I can see right here. Oh gosh, it's only been an hour. Okay, we'll wrap it up at like 11:30. So though, maybe if we can just get this arrow to do damage, then that'd be nice. What are the other on collisions? Oh, because it's not a collision, it's a... Because it's a trigger. There we go. On trigger, enter. Part 1 of 2, okay. Wait, I'll make you look at the dog once it's done. You can give me your thoughts in VC or just over a message. Okay. That works fine then, too. I don't... Oh, it's biped. I'm excited to see what it is. Jenna, why is Alt shooting the bow? not recognizing hits still at all. On trigger, enter. Collider. Reverse directions. They must both contain a collider component. One must have a collider is trigger enabled and contain a rigid body. If both objects, no collision will happen. When both game objects do not have a rigid body. Why does one of them have to have a rigid body? Okay, is it because... I know the arrow does have a rigid body and the trigger, which means the other object needs to have... Here's the sheep. The sheep has a collider, a box collider, which is not a trigger, which is exactly what we need. I think it's just... It's not even recognizing anything, though. Biped conquers all, of course it does. I really don't know why it's not even recognizing anything, because I did literally give the arrow the box collider. I do not know why it is not recognizing anything, because it's literally not saying it hit anything. Shot and arrow, shot and arrow, shot and arrow, shot and arrow. So if I collapse that, just scythe. Type collide. What is that? Oh. Cause on. Watch this. It's cause this stupid random syntax change it has. On trigger, enter collider. Thank you. Now. Comment out this. It was a collider, not a whatever. It's just because I changed it by hand and it didn't autofill for me. I was wondering why a random regular collision wouldn't work. So now I should be able to shoot and kill, I believe. I killed myself. I just killed myself. I just killed myself. It killed me. That's why my camera's over here. And I can't move. When you shoot a single arrow, it now kills yourself. At least I know that it can tell that I'm shooting it now. So if I go literally anywhere else and shoot, you'll just see the arrow. No, I have not picked bow. I just die. And there goes the arrow. Goodbye, arrow. You sit down here at the bottom. Bode, Box Collider Physics, dealing 20 damage. That's me. I should have thought about that. Okay, time to tell it not to kill myself. And then it should kill sheep. But yep. I didn't even think about the fact that I have health. It literally just says kill, it says literally deal 20 damage if they have health is what it says. So let's go to my player prefab. Do I even have it? I have a tag player. Do all of them have a tag equal player? No. Can I just give the Box Collider with Physics the player tag as well? Right? That's fine. Okay, and then just right here. If Collider dot tag. How do you get tags? Oh wait, I did it right here. No, I didn't. Unity get. I think it's because you spawn the arrow on your position and instantiate it. Yeah, yep, that's exactly what happened. Thank you. Oh gosh, how do I... Drethic, I'm gonna assume that's how it is. Feel free to correct me. Welcome to the stream, though. I haven't seen you here. Do I know you in person? Welcome. I'm excited to see someone here. But... yeah, it killed me. I don't feel like figuring out how to write this on my own, so I'm just gonna ask how to do that, because I don't feel like... Just give me... on... It's just dot tag. Yeah. Oh, it's like capital A. Wait, because it is Colette. Teams. Oh, teams would help. Or spawn it in front. Obviously, I won't do the... spawning in front of you would be a short-term fix. Teams, you are correct. Well, welcome, Drethic. I'm glad to have you here. I will, let me write this one line of code and see if I can just get this thing to not kill myself, at least temporarily. And unless you're already aware of what I'm working on, I'm more than happy to explain it, to tell you, give you a little explanation as to what this is. Let's... Please. There we go. Why are you not happy? Dot, are you gonna tell me to do this? Probably. An object reference is required for the non-static field component dot transform. Dot. No. I think you can use compare tag. Okay, thank you. Also, be warned, I'm still new to Unity specifically. I've done a lot of programming. Okay, I do Minecraft, I do command blocks, that's what I know, mostly, so. God, I'm gonna look up how to use compare tag, because I don't even know the syntax of that. Tag Unity. Is tag a static field? I have no clue. Collider, it's that easy. And it's literally for on trigger enter. Oh, golly, that's that easy. We're just gonna yoink that. That's it's not even funny how exactly that's what I need. If other... Wait, why am I doing... I just need to, return. I'm not usually one to just return after if statements, but I think this is a good example of when you should. Should have educated. Yes, he is. Thank you, Ethan. Very helpful. Okay, well, actually, wait. No, let me read what she said. They aren't, and that's... I don't understand. I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand what it's talking about with the fields, anyways. So I'm just gonna assume this fixes that. Let's just try this because I just want to shoot stuff. Not gonna lie. Bow. Okay, I didn't die, but can I kill you? You're still not dying. Which means let's go steal more code from Shotgun. Alright, well, I'm more than glad to have you here helping me out, and hopefully you'll learn something from me along the way as well. Try killing red? No, I always start default on red team, but I do the good idea, Jenna. Let me go back to Shotgun or Rail. And make sure get component in parent. Oh, that's right. Was I get component in parent? Yeah, I was. Health. Oh yeah. I just wasn't then. Then I need to. Don't I do target don't take damage? Yeah. Why is that not target don't take damage? Wait, no, it is target don't take damage. Primary damage is 20. It killed me, so it clearly is coded to kill. Is it saying that damage is being done? Jenna, I'm just excited to see the document. Just, you got this, full faith. Yeah, it's not saying anything's being shot down there. Its target is the health variable of the thing you shot, its transform, and it's getting its component health. It did that for myself, but it's not doing it to the sheep. Not dire about, but I think you need a rigid. Not sure about that, but I think you need a rigid body on the target. Okay. That I would agree with you because I remember it said something about that. And do I have a rigid? Let me go to the. I swear I said I did have a rigid body on it. No, there's no rigid body on the thing I'm shooting, but the reason why I don't think that shouldn't matter is because all the other weapons can kill it. If I join here and I grab Shotgun, I can kill them just fine. And I'm on a red team, so I can't kill him. I don't know why bow is being all special. Let me... no, stop. I just want to steal... I guess... So the shotgun code is getting... a what? No, it's still getting hit. It's a hit. And a raycast hit isn't obviously a collider, but I don't know the difference. They're both green. That doesn't really help much. Okay, if I can get this bow to deal damage, then I can call that it. But while I'm doing that, Drethik, I do want to show you off. I'm assuming you haven't seen anything. This is, I'm working on a game called Ram War. Ram War is a first-person shooter that is heavily inspired by I think the collider needs a rigid body on the target. I'll throw it on there in a second to see if that works. But so you at least know what we're talking about. Ram War, it's a first-person shooter. It's heavily inspired off of Nintendo's game Splatoon. It was originally made in Minecraft, and has a fully working version in Minecraft, where there's 8 classes, and it's all essentially the Rainmaker game mode. But over the 4 years that we worked on the Minecraft, I worked on the Minecraft version, it became a thing of its own, and now everyone fights to essentially kill the ram, or pick up the ram in the center and take it to their opponent's base. And we've got all the various weapons over here. No, Ethan, it is fully working in RAM. No, Minecraft version is fully working. It has things that can be improved upon, but it is a fully working version. Like, it could be an official release. Some of the weapons just need, there's still balancing that needs to be done. Oh, and why am I stuck? Let me out. The wall. No. Okay, we're free. So yeah. That's pretty much what it is. I'm more than excited. If you want to see it, we literally held the first Ram War tournament in Minecraft the other weekend. Yeah, thank you. In Minecraft, it's on. You can go to my YouTube channel. I have. I don't have a bunch. Okay, so my main YouTube channel is the 2000BMC, so it's just the same name as the Twitch, but with the word "the" in front of it. That's where you'll see most of my content. That's where the trailer for Ram War is, if you want to see that. And then there's also, what is it? Isn't it? Here, wait. It should just be the 2000BMC again. Actually, I'm not gonna go pulling up. Give me 1 second. Bink. Bonk. No, wait. I want this. Ha 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 ha. Y'all will never see. I think it's just the 2000BMC again. Yeah, it's the name of the channel. So, here we go. If you come to this channel, the 2000BMC again, here is all of the recordings for the entirety of the Ram War tournament. Warning, it's a bit chaotic. Oh, it's absolutely chaotic. So, yeah, there's some Ram War streams here. This is the tournament. And on my main channel of just 2000BMC, which you can pull up. Well, I'm not going to go through my stuff. You'll pull up my channel. I'll be uploading edited videos of Ram War real soon to show off more base content. But I will, let me go back to here. I will slap you a link to the trailer of the game if you at least want to see the hype that it has. Because this game is hype, like, not gonna lie. Ooh, if you type in Ram War 2000BMC, it brings up all my stuff. Obviously it should, but, you know, I'm just excited to see things come up in YouTube search results. Can I not have to join my own stream for my PC as well? Nice. Please do not blast me with somebody else's stream. Thank you, don't want that. I don't know why you have to do that. Why you have to do that. Here, oh, now it's gonna hear myself. There's the link to the trailer. There. So yeah, that's that trailer will probably do it the most justice. Yeah, it's real short. But literally, I just want to get this bow working. That's the end of the statement. I want to get the bow working, and then we can call that a good bit for tonight. I mean, I can slap a rigid body onto the sheep. I don't mind doing that. We'll see what happens. Add rigid body. Oh, I guess it's because it's a collider and the other one's a raycast. That might be it. So don't use gravity. Not is kinematic. We're just gonna freeze everything because I don't want these sheeps moving at some point. Let's try it. You might be right. I have faith that you're right. And pew! No, why? That's not it? Even that? I'm surprised. I thought that'd fix it. Oh, does it need to be on the... remove component. Does it need to be on the collider? Then, don't use gravity. Freeze everything. Cool. Play. Oh, yes. I'll check it tomorrow since... Yes, it's 5:38. Of all times, now you find my stream. Alright. Yes, go get sleep. It's only just about midnight here. We're in, you know, North Carolina. Yes, go get sleep. Thank you so much for joining, though. I'll definitely keep up with, you know, I'd love to see you around here more often. And I appreciate your help. But, for your sake, one last shot, and it's gonna kill this sheep, I swear. Okay, it didn't. I'm sorry. I wish I could make you proud. It didn't work. It'll be working at some point. Go get sleep. Thank you so much for joining. How do I get this to work? Though is the question. I will be very proud of you, Jenna. Yeah, no, I get having a strange sleeping schedule, Drethik. I consistently wake up at 2 p.m. and go to sleep at about 5 a.m. now. Yeah, sounds about right. So around those times, I'm nocturnal now as well, so I feel that. Yes. Let's go, Jasmine. I'm gonna leave that on there because I don't. Wait, do those have the tag player? Wait, I just realized that. Do they have the tag player too? If they have the tag play... Oh, they don't. Okay, thank goodness. I was gonna say, that'd be so dumb. Ethan, you're a disgrace. I can't believe anybody would wake up before midday. That's weird. That is cringe. Thanks. All sheep. Are they considered... They're all the prefabs, right? They are. Let's just cry to the internet. Unity projectile trigger won't. Oh gosh, that's a lot of code. Is there a green answer on here? No, that's a lot of conversation. Cool. Yeah, I feel that watching streams when I can't go to sleep. But that's cool. So I'm interested. You got it at some point. If you come back, you gotta tell me about what you're working on too. I love hearing what kind of projects people are working on. And Ethan, what time did you go to sleep though, Ethan? I will ask, since nobody else did. I feel like I'm doing something really stupid and simple. Uh-huh. I guess it's not horrible that you woke up, but I went to bed at 2. Cool. We're just adding a thing. Hit something. Am I hitting anything? Would be a good question. Oh, it says I hit something. It is saying that. You need to stop stacking those messages, because that's really useless to me. Collapse. Don't collapse. Hit something, hit something, hit something, hit something. I want to see that. Punched, plane, shot an arrow. So it's not, it's recognizing, shot arrow, hit something. Yeah, so it's not recognizing the sheep. Very specifically isn't recognizing the sheep. I am contributing nothing to this chat currently, and I love it. If you're referring to mine, I love it too. It's fantastic. Uh-huh. I mean, if you send it to me, I'll go over it on stream. Actually, hey, he is probably gonna. He needs to go to sleep at some point. So, why is it? It literally just isn't recognizing the sheep. Oh wait. I just realized, how do I even determine if you're on the team? The same team. Oh, because this... the ray tracing is how. Try to debug the name of the object. See, I can, but it's literally, it's not recognizing the sheep off of that last test. So if I say, right here, plus, what, how do you, other.transform.name, it just isn't recognizing it. If I shoot through the sheep, it'll say it hit the floor. That's biped, you genius. Shoot. Yeah, it just hit the plane. It never hits this thing. Which is strange. Because the sheep has an empty, which has the health. The collider's on the child, which I gave it a rigid body. It's not a trigger because the arrow's the trigger. The mesh is just the visuals. And in the code, when it finds... So it's literally not even finding it. Wait, that's what I'm confused about. Wait, it's literally not finding it? Can triggers not find each other? Wait, no, this isn't a trigger. Wait, if it's not a... Wait, how can I walk through the sheep if it's not a trigger? Can I walk through the sheep? I thought I could. Yeah, I can. Also, no, for real, Drethic, go to sleep whenever. I'm literally gonna be at this just to, like, figure out this stupid arrow. Let me try and shoot the red team sheep. I know it's not because I'm on the wrong team, but I don't know if there's just some code that's... Yeah. So it even recognizes that cube. So what does this cube have that I don't? That the sheep don't? We'll make it possible to touch terrain, touch this block. This block has a box collider. It doesn't even have a rigid body. It literally doesn't even have a rigid body. Interesting. That's not getting on you, that's getting on the fact that the internet said that too. So, what does that mean? That means I don't think this is fine. Oh wait, I thought yeah, no, that is get component in parent. And as long as the target isn't null, you'll do this. Which is the exact same code from the other weapons. Hit.transform.getComponent. Other.transform.getComponent. In parent health. I do not understand. I want to finish this because I want to eat dinner. I wanted to stream before it got late because I knew if I ate before I streamed, then I wouldn't stream, so I just went ahead and streamed. come on. Think. Okay, so let's go to let's do research. We're gonna go to on trigger enter Unity. We're gonna pull up the page on that. On trigger enter. Other. The other collider involved in this collision. So it is a collider, right? I'm a dummy, and obviously I know it's a collider because it says it right there, right? So what is a collider? Let's figure out what a collider is. Collider, Unity. We can get these things, which are not useful. It has a transform and a tag and a game object. It has all this stuff. What if I get its game object instead? Would that make it happy? I don't think it would, but I'm down to try it. What happens if I do that? Okay, it didn't give me a hissy fit. Here, bink, bow, bop. Yeah, it's not hitting anything until it hits the plane. Keep in mind, I'm looking right here to see that on the bottom left. This is shoot and then hit something, which is the plane. It would be saying hit sheep or something. Just anything but plane, because this is the plane. Oh, no, wait, no. What did I just do? Control Z, yeah, transform. Okay, back to transform. Okay, cool. Yeah, get component in parent returns the component of type. I hate that. Of type. In the game object or any of its parents. And I'm asking for the health parameter. And if that target is not null, target.take damage. Say something. Literally just say something. I want to say something. I finished the doc, got hard of it, then sent it to you. Alright, let's look at the stream. New stuff. I mean, if you don't, unless you don't want me to, I'm glad to look at it on stream. It'll be funny. Ethan, is that object a sheep? If you're talking about the blue, yes, that is my jokingly blue object to represent sheep. It also represents just players. It is a thing that can be shot. That's all it is. I called it sheep for my own entertainment purposes. Yeah, it seems like a problem of collider since it doesn't seem to enter the collider function. The sheep name. Yeah. I literally don't even know what that's about, though, because, like, it's recognizing the box and the plane, which all they have is the same exact What did I do? Okay, some things... I'm curious about this. What did I... So, these boxes have the exact same box collider. That's just not a trigger. But for some reason, I can't stand on the sheep. I don't know how I don't have the ability to stand on the sheep. Like, it's not a physical object. And I don't know how I managed that. How did I manage that? Is it because of the layer? Entity hitboxes. This probably has to deal with layers, doesn't it? It has to deal with layers. It's a layers problem. I forgot about layer. Great. It's a layers problem. I forgot collisions probably have to do with layers. So I need to add it to the instantiate an object on a different layer. Unity, in case that wasn't already it. Give me the answer. Oh, wait, literally? You can just say... What is a dot layer? Oh, arrow. That's so funny. This document is literally about arrows. This is me giving myself the answer from the future, by the way. I can tell. You added me on... Ethan, the object is a sheep. Added me on the server. If you can figure this... Yes, I can figure this. I figured out the problem now. I guarantee I just figured out the problem. I forgot collisions has to do with layers. I don't know what the A is from. Instantiate A... Okay, let's just pretend that I know what I'm doing and come back here to the arrow code and real quickly just okay, so currently let's call it recent bomb, so let's call it recent arrow, and then literally just recent arrow dot layer. Yep. And is it just oh that's how you get layer. He just set up that error layer earlier. Where do you how do you get layers? Or is it a dot? Oh, what? Golly, what is that? A. I don't know what A is. Unity change and objects layer. Oh, I didn't write that one right. And objects layer. Flawless. A layer equals 2. Oh, they have numbers. Equals 11. Which also means it will no longer kill myself. Which means it also won't hit players, which is a problem. A layer is probably the name of a layer. Maybe? All I know is I'm doing this instead. 11. Recent arrow. So, did I do it? Actually, let's move it to the new layer last. Please just work. I just want to be able to shoot sheep. Bink. Select bow. And... Okay, now it's not recognizing anything. Maybe I just put it on the wrong layer. I think I just put it on the wrong layer if it's just not recognizing anything now. You're... Oh, entity hitbox. Entity hitboxes. It says 11. Does this just not work? Dot layer equals 2. Ignore raycast layer. Okay, but like, it didn't work. Recent arrow. How to change a layer by name. Is that the one I was just on? It is. Objects layer on runtime. I don't want a layer mask. I want a layer. Something makes me think that it's just not indexed at 0 or something, and I'm just gonna try 12 and then a 10 because I don't know what else to do. Also, I'm tired of changing my weapon, so we're just gonna do that here. Default weapon. Player weapon is now bow. I just want this to work. Oh, I killed myself again. How'd I go back to killing myself? Well, there's not even a... What? How did I don't know how I went back to killing myself. Okay, clearly that layer thing isn't changing squat at the moment. Except for changing it to 12 apparently did. Or was 12 the right layer? Because 12 was the right layer, that would mean it brings back the problem of it killing myself. Because I'm also on the entity hitbox. My hitbox is probably also on that layer, so can I shoot you and kill you too? Did I not notice that the first time? Y'all, it's gone. The sheep's gone. The sheep is gone. But it's back to killing myself for some reason. How did I manage to kill myself before and have it not what? Okay, so now it's just back to killing myself, though. So, I was right. The layers index the indexes don't line up for some freaking reason. But why am I back to killing myself? I literally coded that out, and then it thought it was fine. Because it's finding my hitbox now. Which means it wasn't finding my hitbox. What was it hitting before that? I don't know if this is good that we solved this. I'm not gonna lie. Entity Fizz. I don't have a layer 12 even. Which I'm assuming makes that entity hitbox. So what's There's entity hitboxes. So all of these that aren't even... These are all... Yeah, all of these. Oh, okay. So it was hitting myself before. It was originally hitting whatever was considered myself. I don't know what that was. And it managed to then tell itself that, no, don't do that because it's not me. But now, since I'm on the same layer as entity hitboxes, it's now hitting all of these. Which means that when you do hit... How do I get the tag? I guess at this point, I might as well just program it to teams, because it not hitting yourself is just a baby fix anyways. Alright, bet. Let's do it. We're just gonna cheat, and we're just gonna say team equals 1. And then get component health in parent this. As long as you find a health, if team doesn't equal target dot team, right? That should be fine, right? Isn't that how this works? I'm not sure. I don't remember. I haven't looked at that script today. Yeah, they don't have the player tag. Correct. Thank you, Drethic. That is, I agree. Which I don't know how to get like the parents tag, but since it literally doesn't matter whether or not it's a player because it needs to kill both like players and non-players, I might as well just change this. No, gameplay, health. Yep, it's just team, which means it was correctly. If that, sure. Think. X. Paste. Okay. So, it moves it to the when you shoot an arrow, it puts it on the proper layer, where all of the hitboxes are. So the collider detect the bones collision probably. It's not close. It's basically before whatever layer it was spawning it on was the layer that my player was on, and it was hitting that player whatever box. I don't even care what box it was hitting. Actually, I do care. I do care. No, I do care. Oh, because, okay, here. Because no. Okay, the box collider, no. Where's the tag player from, even? Somebody has, oh, it's right, it's on the top, I'm bad. Okay, yeah, okay. So the main entire prefab has a box collider. Looks like it has a box collider, but I don't see the collider. It has some sort of collider, I think, because I see the box. Or no, it was hitting myself before, and it saw it was a player. But now that I changed it to this layer with the entity hitbox, so what layer is player on? It was on the default layer. Yeah, that makes sense that it was instantiating on the default layer. So that means now that I moved to the proper layer that should do hitbox, that has the hitboxes, which is entity hitboxes, it's hitting all of the arms and legs. Because right now it's programmed. I think the idea was that you actually have to hit a part of their body specifically. I don't know if I want that to stay, but that's currently the way these things are set up from when Beto gave me the file. Now I just need to tell it that it is not. It just check for teams, and as long as your team is not equal to the team you're shooting, that's fine. Which means right now I'm hard coding in that this is from red team. And we're gonna try it. Because I don't feel like having it spawn an arrow of the proper team, because that's something I don't know how to do. So here's our arrow. It shouldn't kill me. Cool. See, it shot my head visor. It shot my head visor, but I didn't die. Yes. Yes. We have a bow. We did it, guys. We did it. That'll take 3 shots. And this should go through this whole crowd. Oh my gosh, we have it. Thank freaking goodness. I can shoot through walls too, because that's how that works. Alright. We did it. We have a working bow. That only works for red team. That's fine. I play on red team most of the time anyway, so works for me. Cool. Obviously, these arrows will be a lot nicer moving later. I just literally am spawning them out of velocity from my face. Shoot the sheep. Thanks. Yes, rip blue team gang. Blue team gang cringe. I am only red team gang. Bang. Alright, well, considering you're still here, that was for you, Drethic. That solving that problem was for you. Alright. I'm tired of that. It works enough. I can get other weapons to do other things now, which that was a problem I had to solve for pretty much most of the weapons, because all the weapons that aren't raycast. So yes, they are spears. So that's honestly, yeah. The fact that they look like spears makes perfect sense for the model I made. Well, that's so funny looking. When they turn at a slight angle, they just violently, like, yum, 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 yum. Cool. Yes, Spearow, the Pokemon. Ha ha ha! Funny, funny. Okay. We did that. Time to look at your freaking document, Jenna. That's where we're ending this stream. Actually, no, wait. We're not ending just yet. I wanna go shoot more stuff. And then I'll go look at it. What? Why'd you... I'm not even gonna ask why I didn't hit that. I am an absolute gamer pro. These shots. Look at these. These flick shots. These... Ooh, gosh. I'm not even... Okay, I'm actually surprised I made most of those shots. I really wasn't trying for most of them. Ooh. Close. Alright, cool. So it wasn't the rigid body. I always confuse collider with trigger. I'm pretty sure collider want rigid body on the target if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I wouldn't... I honestly don't even know. All I know is none of this had to do with... Well, there's a rigid body on the arrow, and maybe that has to deal with it, but that's been the same from the beginning. It was just the fact of layers. I have things on different layers, and I forgot... Pretty much the only thing that layers affect is hitboxes like that. Like, it doesn't affect physics, because these things aren't... Unless the sheep are on a different... No, the sheep are on a different layers. Why? No. Okay, yeah. Hitboxes and colliders matter on layer. That's how layers work. I forgot. I mean, it makes sense, but I didn't even really think about it that way. So, that was the problem, is layers. So we'll need to make sure that layers make sense. And I think... Yeah, I don't know. We got it. We got it. It seems a bit weird that layers work like that. I think it's valuable. I think it seems more like... It seems like... I don't want everything on the same layer that has to do with hits, though, so... I don't know how that's going to end up working in the end. We'll see. Cool. Woo! Arrows. Alright. That is it for programming tonight. So help me. Yes, there are so many arrows chilling in the void. Remember to destroy the arrows? Oh, absolutely. I will do that eventually, but right now they just vibing down there. And it ain't hurting my computer, so I have no cares in the world. Okay. Stop that. Cool. That's that. We'll put up a quick freeze screen. And I will pull up Jenna's flawless document. Arrows aren't chilling on the void. They aren't even arrows. You right? I've been added in this Discord. We'll go to general. Oh, you sent 2 things. Okay, which one do I look first? The tier list or I'm at the Google Doc or the tier list? Oh, okay. Oh, that's just a link directly to the tier list. Oh, okay. I gotta. Oh, wait. Actually, before I look at your tier list, I'll actually rate it myself. Here we go. Turn off my screen blocker. Go here. All right, cool. So there aren't enough to make an average yet. So cool. So let's rank it now. Here we are. All right. Oh my gosh, they all have drawings. Oh my gosh. So help me. I was wondering what that graphic was. So you have specials as separate things. Oh my gosh. Interesting. Wait. Well, one is for you to rank them if you so desire, and the doc is my personal opinions and facts, of course. You have to rate it according to your individual weapon ability or the ability to assist you. So I guess I'll do it as you have it here. Okay. So, could it punt a child? Tier list. Well, obviously the disperser, the melee weapon of Biped, can punt a child flawlessly because that's what it's known for, is knockback. Same as the rail rifle, which you have a nice drawing of. Its don't even talk about the toaster. Cool. And then bow, because they're all great at knockback. I guess technically bow would be the best because you can punt child from further away. And the disperser's a stick, so I'm just putting stick above the rail rifle because of course I have to. Let's see. Let's talk about other forms of knockback. Rocket jump is definitely a great one. Definitely not as violent as the other 2, I would say, but it definitely fits there. Which also means bipeds can also detonate them. So that's another A right there. Wait. Like, bipeds are useless as actual anything, but can help you kick someone with raw strength? Wait. Read over the first couple of paragraphs in the doc? I can read over the first couple of paragraphs in the doc. Remor has a very... Oh, okay. Remor has a very unique set of weapons, each designed with a particular method in mind. This means nothing in the case of fighting children. Therefore, the only way to properly rank them is by how well they could punt children. Not kill children, punt children. Now, where'd that go? Throw them into the stars and onto the moon, into my domain. Let us begin. The image quality sucks and I do not care. Note. These are ranked both by how well they would perform individually and by how well they would assist your own raw strength. There are 2 lists. Please scroll to the list you wish to see. They are color-coded. This is individuals and this is assisting. There's no colors here. Thank you very much. Note 2. The order within the ranks on the tier list does not matter. Only thing that matters is the letter rank. Okay. I'm not going to look at your rankings. You have descriptions of each. Assistance is classified with the ability to aid you in punching children. Interesting. I'm gonna go off of just, if you have it, how well could you punt a child is my answer. That's what I'm going off of. These matter the most because they punt children the best. These two are a lot more situational to be able to launch the children to a certain distance. And, yes, blame me about rail rifle. If you didn't know rail rifle had knockback, I feel like you should know that at this point, the rail rifle has knockback, but, someone has killed Blaine and is streaming for him. You know it. Okay, so, let's see. Next. As much as I hate to say it, Scythe is probably one of the worst by itself. Because Scythe just flat out kills on hit. Scythe has no knockback, it doesn't yeet children, and I guess I'll give it D, because it is possible to spam swings so that you don't deal more damage, but considering children are generally not invincible, I'd say that. Chain Post is definitely one that would assist, because you're going to be invincible the entire time, and the children can't even hurt you, so you can punt them with... Dead things can still be knocked back. No, dead things cannot be knocked back. That's killing the children. We're talking about punting. If you kill them, I'm calling death is definitely disqualification. Chain Posts, I'd say it's definitely supportive. It's not as valuable as the ones that can actually yeet the children. I'd say it's probably one of the most important things to help you be able to yeet a child. That being said, Bubble Bomb has no form of knockback whatsoever, and it moves slowly. They could avoid the bubbles. Bubble Bomb is definitely the worst on this tier list. Gilsang, another one. Gilsang and Shotgun, also here for just the raw power of themselves. I'll bump Scythe up because at least it can knock them back, but Shotgun and Gilsang just kill on contact. So, the chain paint thing. Amazing. Gun. Parentheses gun. I appreciate it. Also, what the heck does that say? Gun here. Okay, gotcha. That one's also, because I was right in my understanding of that. Okay, chain paint thing. Not gonna lie. Just as bad. Because it does nothing. It's literally just painting. It just paints. But I'm gonna put it above Bubble, because Bubble's going back there. Bubble's the worst, because you probably won't even hit a child with a Bubble. Yes, that is fine. But there's no sleep for me too. Good night, and thanks for allowing me to check it. Yes, good night. Thank you so much for sticking around. I'm glad to have had you here. Hopefully, we'll be streaming more. You know, we'll probably stream some Ram War upcoming, and you know, yeah, just stay tuned. What? Ha! Joke's on you, Jasmine. I'm not a child. I'm an adult. I'm allowed to die to bubbles. So, next. Oh, but yes, good night, Drethic. Thank you so much. I'll see you around. Bye-bye. Chainblade is better than Scythe because it does do knockback, and you could slice them a couple times and not, you know, you don't want to kill the child, so, like... Bink. I'm not worse than a child. Shush. Shush. No, but Bubble Bomb... I'm talking about, like, in real life. We're talking about children. We're not talking about, like, in Ram War. Yes, I'm very excited to see your storytelling, Jenna. Now we're getting to the last few that are more interesting. Bubble Float. I guess Bubble Float is better than the bombs themselves, because at least it allows you to get towards the child. Like, you could approach a child with it slightly. These two just kill the child. This one doesn't do anything. This one... Bubble goes above Chain Paint, fine. Chain Paint does nothing. Bubble Bombs kill instantly and are slow. I guess Gilsang is better because you could range hit the child, and then Bubble Float, at least it gets you somewhere. Then we get to these. Bucket gives you... Ooh, Bucket's a good... Okay, so the Explosive Arrow is going to go decently high because it does have the same knockback as the others, and it actually does less damage than... the bow, but it does have a chance of killing the child, which is disqualification. So I'm gonna put it down in A above these two, because it's just as good as knockback, but it has a chance of killing the child, so that brings it out of rank S. And then you have these two very, very supportive abilities. What? Killing the children's banned in my list. It's literally it says in up here. Oh, there's colors now. Nice. The whatchamacallit. Right here it says nothing in case of fighting children. Therefore, the only way to tolerate is could punt children, not kill children, punt them. And I'm gonna assume that includes that killing a children is not killing a children. Yes, is not good. So, finally, I guess we're gonna do biped boots allow you to stay hidden, right, and be able to probably also punt well because they are boots. That was a comment I saw before. Yes, send them to the moon. So boots also help you. I'd say boots. They help you hide, and they also allow you to punt that child better. Also, I've not referred to punting as with your feet. I've assumed punt means distance-wise. So, I'm gonna say the ability to punt with your feet, plus the ability to hide and really get these children off guard. I'm gonna put that right here in front of all of these. It's not as good as the knockbacks. And I'll drop it below that because it's all knockback right there. The biped boots could definitely help, but the bucket is also really good because that gives you incredible speed and also snaps their necks. Elaboration makes them look straight at the ground so they won't be able to focus on you. So the speed would definitely allow you to be, in like real life, would really allow you to be able to. I did not put that there. I did not put that there either. No, stop. So okay, would allow you to catch up to children, punch them really well, and I'm gonna say for that reason, it's definitely more useful than the biped boot. It's definitely up there in helping you be able to punt a child. So we'll drop these two back. I think the raw ability to punt, the chance of death, raw ability to punt, help to punt but not as much, can punt, sort of, rarely can punt, might kill, really won't help you be able to get towards children, but, you know, at least it's better than the others, kills children instantly, but slow, and doesn't literally do anything in this context. That is my final tier list. And I will, like, screenshot this later. But that is my analysis of Could It Punch a Child, Ram War Edition. Now to the document. Let's see. So, individual scoring. Rocket Jump, okay. Disperser, Bow, all great for knockback. Scythe is up there, okay. I'm assuming that comes from raw power, because Chain's slightly less powerful than that. Explosive Arrow is lower. It has similar mechanics to the arrow, but I see... Probably particular the explosion was referred to there, which is actually valid. Shotgun Gilsang and Rail Rifle, probably... Those two probably for their power, I'm assuming. Rail, again, the knockback. It's just as good. If you're going to say the Disperser is good, Rail will be exactly the same. Biped and Bubble Bomb. Biped has biped jumping, so I definitely place it up towards wherever Rocket Jump is. Bubble Bomb is just low for understandable reasons. And then these things within themselves, yeah, don't do anything. That makes sense. S tier. Rocket Jump, Shotgun. Rocket jumping does not... I don't remember what my voice was. I almost went Donald Trump there. Rocket jumping does not usually kill an opposing player on the first jump, and is instead used both as a method of transportation and as a way to knock people away. It's designed in such a way that absolutely breathes the spirit of punting children. It's also quite fun, both propelling the user into the air and throwing victims about. Perhaps they could land on the moon. Overall, a good chance of wanting to throw some orphans around. I can understand that. That's valid. I like the multiple rocket jumps is definitely a valid point there. I didn't even think about that. So, Bow, a good weapon, and stealthy at that. Even better at knocking things around, allowing for range and knockback, plus a bit of damage. Staying away from children while knocking them away from things seems like the most preferable option. The Disperser for biped? Okay, I don't really play biped, but it's a cool stick. Yeah, it can hit things. Doesn't really do damage, but hits things back. Also, very good at throwing children around, but loses points for lack of dramatics. I mean, seriously, someone charging at you with a stick isn't as threatening as someone with an explosive bomb. Just saying. Now we're down to B tier. What? What is this? Why didn't you just copy and paste and move them? Yes, that does. It sounds like something Donald would say, yeah. Jenna, I don't know what this is. Why did you... Which one's which? Scythe is A, yeah. Scythe is A. I don't know what you did here. Unless you, like, change your mind later. Alright. Now we're gonna do a Wario impression now. Scythe! Oh, I didn't want change the image, just read. I'm streaming. I see it. Keep in mind there's a delay. Delete that off my stream. Meanie. Let me do a quick laugh to get me in character. Our intentions is not to kill children, merely to throw them into orbit. One wrong hit with Scythe and your children will end up a corpse. Not preferable, doesn't have knockback, but is really cool. A tier. Chainblade. Genuinely don't remember if it has knockback, but I assume it does. It's actually a rank... What? It's a rank low, actually, if it does have knockback. But it probably should be a rank higher, since Scythe has the whole death potential, whereas the Chainblade, if I remember, takes a few hits. Okay, I moved it. Now we're good. C tier. Gilsing. Google tried to autocorrect it to ginseng like a jerk. I know, I've Googled Gilsing several times or something, and it always changes it to ginseng, the herb or something. Get out of here, autocorrect. The typos I make are recorded for history. I'm a real author. Anyways, Gilsing provides no real knockback, since it's a insta-kill, but it looks cool, so I'll give it a pass. I turned into a pirate. What the heck? You're streaming. Who let you do such a thing? Yeah, I turned pirate there. I don't know how that happened. I heard it too. I guess we'll go I will go Papyrus now. And yeah, shotgun. Also insta-kill, but I'd marry it. C tier. Explosive arrow bow. C tier. Because actually thinking about it, it'd probably be a B tier. I'm not fixing it now, but like, I think how you want. Technically, it could be used as a normal arrow, but that's a total waste, hence why it's in C tier. Reason it isn't that's a frowny face. Reason it isn't, people run away from it. That classifies in my brain as moving a child away. Therefore, not a complete failure. Rail rifle. I know nothing about it. I'm sorry. Doesn't kill on first hit and slows down. Too cool to demote. He's been playing too much on Yes, on Harbor, yes. That one match the other day was far too much. Of course it is. I can only play a match of Harbor every year. Do I have any other voices? I don't even freaking know. I'm gonna keep doing Papyrus. D tier. Biped. Oh, Biped, you have nestled yourself into the ventricles of all our hearts. However, you're practically useless for knockback. Incorrect, Jenna. That is a false accusation of Biped, and I am offended, quite frankly. You just sit there and do nothing, and wait. Yes, I'm considering Biped to be the bombs themselves, not the other parts of the weapon. Sorry, Bippy, but you brought up chumping with respect. I forgot it was a thing. Darn. Well, oh well. Bippy's gotta take the fall for this one. I can't believe you do Bippy like that. Yes, Ethan. That's Papias. Bubble bomb. I just don't... Oh. Fight me. Oh, yes. I'm sorry, human, but
I, the Great Papyrus, will fight you. And not only that, I will use my special attack. You're blue now. Moving on. Bubble Bomb. I just don't like it. Also, provides no actual knockback. Does get people to run away from it, but more often than not, they just run into it. Same with Bippy. Screw you, Bubble. Not F tier because the Bubble mains are very nice. Understandable. F tier. Bucket thing I don't remember name Scythe. Kinda low. Kinda, I assume slows people down. If anything, does the opposite of hunting them. While it does speed you up, it requires that you actually kick them. Which isn't what this ranking is about. Unfortunately, has an ultimate demise. Love Bucket thing, though. Understandable. Biped boots. Helpful in other regards, not in kicking people. Style points for being actual boots. But you can't kick people, so no thank you. Float. No. Understandable. Have a nice day. Chain post. Exists to provide an advantage to you, not to punt children to Mars. If using a chain post to punt children, please rethink your life experiences and talk to a therapist ASAP. Understandable. Alright. Chain painting thing. See bucket thing, don't remember name. Alright, understandable. This concludes the ranking of weapons in terms of their potential to punch children. I've disregarded the use of fists or punching with the weapon in hand, yes, without firing. Understandable. However, this method would be ranked in A tier if given further analysis. Understandable. Assistance. Yes. Oh gosh, you described this whole section as well. My goodness. Interesting. Alright. Let's see. Biped boots. Oh, how the tables have turned. Allow me to educate you. If unaware of how biped boots would be quite possibly the most effective aid in your child punching, I assume it's punting, my goodness endeavors. A child in its natural habitat would be on opposite colored ink. Biped boots allow you to hide in the other team's ink. So of course, if you were to sneak to the child, it wouldn't see you. Not only would it not see you, but you could kick it without ever being caught. I see this as a win. If the child is on your team, that poses a few problems, but, you know, you could still hide on the other team's ink and try to sneak up on them. Doesn't hurt anyone to try it. Nobody but the child, anyway. What are you a failure for in chat? I don't even know. Alright. Chain post. Though it lacks the element of surprise, the chain post gives you the user invincibility when either the chain is snapped by the user, or the user takes enough damage for the chain to activate. A child cannot hurt you, and so the only way for it to actually be used is for you to walk out of range. What's the kid gonna do? Flail his arms around? The one good invincible kick is all it takes to send them straight into orbit. Tier A. Bucket thing that name that I don't... Bucket thing that name is not known of I don't know Scythe. Very useful. Very useful for the same reasons it isn't. I will presumably slow down the child. In all of these scenarios, we have been inferring that the child will be a member of the opposite team, and let you zoom over and punch it into the atmosphere. Rail rifle. Not super well versed in how it works, but it slows down the child and grants you invincibility. Go kick that child with your super-powered flesh? Interesting. Nobody will see it? I mean, it does do actual damage, but if you're careful to not actually kill anyone, go for it. Kick the child. You won't. B tier. Chain paint thing chain. some perks of Bucket, but only less effective. It doesn't cover as large an area and requires you to manually continue moving forward to paint areas. You'd have to cut off the child, or be really close to them. Still, not impossible. What did my voice just changes? And grants you a little extra speed to get that good kick in. Am I back to the first voice I made somehow? Bubble Float, element of surprise, could just land on the child. Yeet. Explosive Arrow. If misfired, could lead to a fatality. Not the goal, but also not awful. However, if used properly, does a very good job of driving people away from an area. You could use it to corral a child into a corner and then just deliver a good old chop to the shin. Rocket Jump. I like shotgun. If used next to a child, was just push them away from your beefy legs, so not really good there. However, could be used to jump onto a ledge and then drop onto the child. Same benefits as Bubble Float, only with the added risk. Has added coolness, though. C tier. Goodness, I hate Bubble. It just drives people away, and not in a good way. If they make one wrong move, dead. Kill it. Kill Bubble. Screw you, Bubble. Biped. Sweet Biped scores a bit higher. Similar to the explosives and to Bubble, it can be used to corral people into certain areas. Surround the child with a bippy. What's it gonna do? Cry? Piss its pants, maybe? Nothing. Or I guess it could die, but I really don't want to consider that outcome. Ginseng. Similar to Rocket Jump, but with the added risk of killing the child. Chain Blade. Is a knife. We don't want to stab the child. We want them to be thrown into space. Scythe. Same thing as Chain, only cooler. I mean, scythes are sick. D tier. Bow. Just pushes the child away from you. The Disperser. The same thing as Bow, but you have to get closer to it. F tier. Shotgun. Oh, my sweet baby. I'm sorry. Literally just kills things. Straight up. Would shank the child. Can't have that. Alright, well, that document was absolutely flawless, and I appreciate every bit of it. Thank you. It means a lot to me. But that was good. Very good. Your ratings, very understandable. Alright. Is 1 a.m. a good time to make dinner? I feel like it is. Goodness gracious, that was great, Jenna. I'll make sure to, whatchamacallit, pin that on the Discord. We'll make sure that stays around. Yes, you are very cool, Jenna. Alright. Good stream, everyone. Very good work from everyone. Alright. I'm gonna call that it for the stream tonight. I'm done. I've done a bunch of game dev. That was fun. And yeah. Alright. We are... I am Scotch Irish. Blaine Carrick. Carrick. It's the name of Scotch Irish background. Thank you for enjoying the stream. Alright. I'll come... You don't even... I have a feeling I'm going to be sitting in the Discord. Alright. I'm going to head out. I'll pop on the Discord if you want to hop on there for a hot second. But I will end the stream here. Thank you to everyone who was watching. I enjoyed it much. Actually, don't send any message. If you send a message after enjoy your food, I won't see it. I'm going to refresh real quick and see even who's still here. Because this thing doesn't update well. 5. I see Sia from Guildmire. I haven't seen anything between those two messages I was referring to. Alright. Well, thank you all so much for watching. We had a pretty consistent viewer base, and I really appreciate that. Thank you all so much, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.